Welcome to Angel Astro City. Today we will talk about 2112 angel number. But if you are new here and you want to learn more about angel number meanings, hit that subscribe button and then click the notification bell. Regardless of which sphere you come to be, high or this material human sphere, all beings remain to be closely connected, and the fact that divine beings are so high above, to say it metaphorically, they are the ones who know more than we do, and we are those who came to this world to learn and to have more and more experiences, good and bad. And we definitely need that extra help, for sure, and there is no better way than to speak to the divine beings using the simplest possible way. Numbers. As we know, angels are the bearers of messages from God's spheres, and not only that, they are the ones who connect the visible with the invisible, connect the divine and the physical sphere in which we live. Before, in some older times, religious and spiritual people communicated more with the divine beings. But nowadays, consciousness is so expanded that angels transmit their messages to the world, thereby spreading awareness of their presence. And how amazing is that? More and more people are getting to know them and enjoy their work. Angels are spiritual beings who have, just like humans, their intelligence, but unlike us, they are not tied to the material limitations that humans live through their physical bodies. Divine beings are an absolute concentration of spiritual energies and intelligence. In short, they are far from that, as many people write and talk about them today. But one thing is clear: they do communicate with us by the usage of numbers as the simplest form to do so. There is an infinitive series of numbers, just as there are divine messages. And today we are talking about one specific message. Divine message 2112. It carries vibrations that belong both to the numbers 2 and 1. Integral and very strong. In combination, even stronger. What to do when you see this angel number? Of course, you don't have to be a special person to notice that we are all guarded by angels, as well as archangels, and of course, our guardian angel. Many people know, and some still do not know, that all of us are guided by the light, that angelical beings are talking to us constantly, and that all of us have one guardian angel that is connected to us with our soul, to be more concrete. If we know how to stop and look at it properly, we can easily feel their presence, which is as gentle as a whisper. Angel number 2112 has come to you, soft as a whisper, but it is also true that at times we cannot hear them because our minds are already blurred and overwhelmed, and there is no way that you have not noticed this numerical sequence. So be more clear so that you can receive this message with bigger clarity. This is what you need at this current moment for sure, but in the same way, this message is soft and tender. At the same time, it is lovely and can speak as hard as it needs to. You need to hear some things very loudly so you can act. Listen to those words and make them become your personal mantra. We also must say that while you are waiting for the eclipse of your life, one of the reasons why this message has come to you in this specific form, for changes to start, you become much more open to the change of the entire world. The impact that comes from this message and its impact will be clearly visible to you, but do not be surprised if those changes that affect only your life affects all people who are close to you. Even if you are protected by the hand of angels, at times those changes can seem to be violent in terms of making some important conclusions and decisions, but you will have all the necessary information that you may need that is necessary for the positive direction of your life. It will depend on you, how you will use those destructive energies and which part of your life you will cut off. All things around us have a dual nature, as you could see in the Divine Message 2112. It is just like a mirror, but it obtains the number 2 that shows that dual nature in all things that are around us. You should know that you should prepare yourself for breaking some chains, and we mean by all things that have been harming you. Be careful, of course, how you do it. You should cut off painful situations and not the individuals. In this way, you will maybe have a hard time, but you will assure yourself that everything that awaits you in the following days will be nothing but healing. Above all, you will ensure that you will choose the right path that will lead you to your goal, to change and to grow. Right away, we must tell you that this message has a mirror that is giving you a glimpse into the darkness, your own duality. In this sense, if you see this angel number 2112, you must then look at that darkness as the crossroads of your life. If you sit down and pick the wrong section, everything that follows will be wrong. But wrong in this sense is only the choice you do not feel deeply in your heart that is yours. So one of the lessons you need to learn, or one of the things you must do, is to choose by your heart. Know that a glimpse into the darkness is the wrong choice, and that all situations and all people will lead you in the wrong direction and away from your goal. If you manage to cut off the seed with what hurts you, you will find the right direction. Everything that will follow will be correct and part of your mission. Live in the moment consciously and choose by heart for sure. 2112 angel number, general meaning. This message, the divine number 2112, in some general way, means that you will have the chance to finally break with all the situations that harm you in life. Those could be some harmful thoughts and ideas, but they can also be some of your bad habits. And it does not matter how harmful they may be. If we don't order them to go ourselves, life itself will force us to do it, and don't expect it to happen in a sinister way. It can be also slow and effective. So take a moment, honestly look at what is causing you pain in your life and taking away your soul, and then cut away your pain with all your might. The universe is on your side, and it will be easier to know that it also has its dark side. We have already spoken of the darkness, or the duality that this message brings, and it could be seen both in these two ways. The angel number is made from 2112, as these two separate parts are in the mirror, and also carries two numeral 2s, as this number is a proof that all the universe is made out of two dualities, good and bad, white and black. Now this message has come to you to ask you to take a look at the mirror of your life. Think carefully about which situations bring you pain. You have to cut with them. Don't cut people, because people will always come back to your life and bring you similar situations, the same lessons in a different form. If you have learned your lessons, do not act in the same way as before. Act differently. Those were your spiritual lessons. All of them were, to a greater or lesser extent, elements which have caused problems in your lives. Angel number 2112 wants to give a new perspective on your internal undertakings and how to get rid of them if they do not serve you. 2112 angel number, twin flame reunion. Think of all that we spoke about in previous sections. All divine messages open a special karmic point on which it is determined will and when we will be able to find in this life our twin flame. This message 2112 announces that your twin flame is very close, and what sets apart this feeling from any other is the fact that comes from the inside. It comes from the deepest parts of your soul, as your twin flame feels the same. Before, in this same life, you believed that only external situations can make you truly happy. This way of thinking just has reduced your personal power and made you become a slave to your own desires. But with the twin flame, you'll learn the opposite, being you and still being completely connected to your twin flame. The main spiritual lesson that this message brings is the idea that you should be happy as you are, but you're completed when you find the twin flame. Then comes the realization that nothing outside you too can bring you more happiness, pleasure, or peace. This is how special this connection is, as it brings inner peace and happiness. The ability to, with someone, you can explore the deepest feelings of your soul. That was today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I really hope you enjoyed it and that you learned something interesting about this angel number. To learn even more, please visit this website and find the number that has been following you around constantly. Also, comment down below which subject you would like to talk us about next, and also please show us support by liking this video and subscribing to our channel. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.